Alright, you don't know what back at it again. Yeah, you monster! Go on, get out of here!
My mic smell like pussy. Oh, wait, we never said that. Ah, shit, we never said that. We never said that. We start over? No, we not start over. Welcome back! Yo, that's how I go. High energy, bro. Like you know, like the dab little coochie from the film before we reach here. I'm just active.
Hello,
Active.
we're back at it again. This is Fraudulent Influence. This is episode 12, in Jackfruit, Papi, and Fruchio. Now,
Yeah, them fruity.
I don't know about that one, but it's excellent that we're here. It's another week. It's been a
Active.
minute.
Yo, it's been a while.
It's been a while.
Yeah,
Well,
man.
not for them.
Not
They
for
don't
them.
understand. They're just getting the episodes and they don't know. They don't actually know what's going on.
Bro, it's a good look.
It's a very
Big
amazing.
food chop and octopus cook. Skull on redneck. Skull on dudes.
Okay.
Straight out of the drag and drop down both.
Okay, I'm not going to question that, but
You don't understand?
I don't think so.
Bro, I have to put it up a game that
Oh,
it's an
no.
energy, mama. It's an energy season.
No, brother, this
It's a
guy
good-
stinks. So
Big
yeah,
food chop
so
and
bro, how have
octopus.
you been though?
Bro, streaming.
Yeah,
This is probably been my most consistent
well,
streaming week.
that's really good. I mean, I'm banned again
Yeah.
until
I got
Wednesday.
restricted.
You hate us.
Bro.
They hate us.
You know, alright, so I was playing Marvel Rivals and I say, yo. So me and my brother there play tank. So I was using the thing, he was using Hulk.
Yeah.
I would pull up on an invisible girl and say, yo, put hands on her.
Oh no, I'm guessing they didn't
Bro,
play too kind to that.
we put straight belt to ass, bro.
That's
Belt
so.
to
There are
ass.
certain things you just can't see on Twitch for real.
Not Twitch,
It was TikTok.
TikTok.
Oh, all right. That makes so much more sense now because I got restricted. Well, no, I got suspended from streaming on TikTok for a week because of some sexually suggestive thing. I was watching King
King Tabby.
Tabby's
I saw it.
thing.
Sorry.
What's it called again? Is
The
the Bible thing.
Yeah.
When the girl was created for the first time.
Oh, when the girl, when basically them catch him
They
in the
caught him literally
eating the forbidden fruit.
eating the forbidden fruit, and
Is the forbidden?
I'm not even going to debate that with you, sir. So Charlie Kirk's dead, and God rest his soul.
Yo, alright, this is the thing. I don't know who he is.
I don't know who he is.
I've heard a few things from him. Some good, some bad. Bro, I don't think anyone should be dead for that.
I don't believe so either because the guy that literally shot him dead, he literally killed Charlie Kirk for the reason of not agreeing with a lot of his points.
Alright, because this is the thing, bro. Because I understand say that you would say that he's a person of influence.
He definitely is, but people still have a mind of their own. No, this is actually mine.
No, I
What?
bro, them not. Yeah, you know, see after the label, they fuck them, bro, they not feel it.
Oh, sir, it's just water.
I don't care. We're not, they don't sponsor with.
Alright, wait. What if I turn the? Yeah.
Bro, they know the. Bro, the label, they funny. Free sponsorship. Free. Again, I just remember so we label nobody. So,
Exactly. We're not known yet. But continue.
but me not do no free promo. But yeah, I don't know who he is as a person. To me, I don't. Bro, this is the thing. He's not like him having an opinion. He's not going to change politics. Despite his views and everything, the member there reads about it, and bro, me love conspiracy theory. I love it.
Yeah.
What he's preaching, let us say that even film side of the party would attend. Like, for example, oh, you know, bro, imagine, like, you must say, oh, woman feel Ray, them feel steal a woman, basically take care of it. In this day and age, I disagree. People are free. They can do it whatever they want to do.
And we can also argue that a lot of women still do want to do that. They stay at home moms, but the funny thing is, they're not, because of where they are mentally in this day and age, they're not really in that state of, or even state of mind to be that traditional mom.
Yeah.
And stay at home.
And
like that.
to me, because we have traditional views, but I wouldn't say that I'm fully traditional person.
No, I get you.
Like, I do have things that, like, bro, this is the thing, I don't pick a side. Whoever sprouting to benefit,
oh no, for sure.
Benefit a large majority.
I
then we
for
support
yeah,
it.
like
And
I
then
agree with
whatever
you.
that,
I
I'm here.
no, I agree with you because the thing is, I do believe that from I guess wherever you want to view it, we can
Mm.
agree that from different religions you
Yeah,
have like views that they share when it
yeah,
comes to even household stuff that you can agree on
yeah.
and family and all that too.
But this is the point that I want to touch on though. Because, for example, let us say that in a year perfect world, every man make enough money for them woman stay home.
Yeah.
The system would not want that because that half of people that pay taxes are more than half because there's more
Oh
women
yeah,
than
it's
men.
always going to be a case where
Yeah,
it's
money.
still money.
Yeah, take out half of the
Yeah.
take out half of people who could have paid with taxes through them job.
So no,
No.
that means we can now talk about is what he's saying morally wrong? I wouldn't say so.
It depends.
Because all right, so him saying that women should find their husbands earlier
Alright.
and get like having kids a lot earlier. I could see as to why he would say it. Let me give my points before you say what you say.
Yeah.
So basically, remember, women are on a clock when it comes to that when like they should have kids or something like that.
Yeah.
It gets more complicated for them the older they
I agree.
with food. And then on top of that, though, remember, a lot of persons, it's very much simple and easier to not have any religious values because we can agree that a lot of religious values literally give us a solid foundation for us to basically a roadmap on like how to live good, if you want to call that.
Alright. And it also can be a restriction because
And also, yes, yes,
suppose
I
me
agree,
want
I
to
agree.
participate in a debauchery and I tell
But
you,
then, no, all right.
God not gonna love me if me do this.
All right, and that now depends on the person. Now. If you don't believe in like our Lord and Savior, then that's a completely different thing on your end now, right?
But I think, and it depends. I mean, because one being, may not say abstain, but for example, not participating in quote unquote loss. Alright, because based on what you must say, I must say, yo, if you're going in relationships early and didn't think that, majority of the trauma will come from dating multiple people who will not have an effect on you. But we can also point out the danger in marrying to someone early because what if the person is bum?
True.
Or what if the person is just
And I'm glad you said that because he also said, I was watching this other thing where he was explaining that, look, it's good to ask your partner specific questions to base that on as
I
to
was
why.
supposed to watch that full
Yes,
episode.
I watched it, bro, and he was talking about it. I'm glad you mentioned that. And this is exactly why what I've seen so far, I've been seeing a lot of his clips and I've been watching videos on him. And really and truly, bro, it just comes down to preach.
Have you delved into the negative things that he said?
I've seen all these things too. And the
Ah,
funny thing is,
yo, him say some.
most of the things too, I realize, some like majority of it at least, I'd say, when you clip a part of what he's saying without the context as to why, it sounds way
Alright.
worse.
No man, but
I'm not saying it doesn't sound bad.
no, but something just horrible overall. And to me, I understand the narrative that he's playing at because some of the time, if you accept something, you also have to go take the. Yeah, it's like, for example,
Yeah, I get you.
why use religion? Whatever religion you accept, you have to also deal with the consequences of that religion.
Oh, for sure. You're
Because
now in the realm of dealing with the repercussions as to what would happen if you don't obey certain laws in it.
yeah, and this is the thing. Cause would that be like me as a Christian?
Yeah.
Me kind of live like how I want, but say me go to one country and then I deal with Christians. But I have to go deal with the consequences of
That's
being a
true.
Christian in that nation.
Or hide and pray.
and and, and then so many times because to me, bro, everything have its negatives and the positive and negative.
Oh, for sure.
Being concerned, being on the left, being on the right, both have them negatives and consequences. Back
Oh,
in
for
the
sure.
day, we usually across the left. We are saying the left corrupt, but no means to say the right is just as
Both.
bad.
Both are both.
So that's why I say to me, bro, it's like a very and people are hate people like me. Me kind of me dep on the fence.
Mm.
Me can easily lean into any one of them, just like if me for vote in Jamaica. Based on the policies where the government are pushing. Because probably I have a moment in which we need to fund the rich people. But I have a moment where we need to make the poor people benefit from the culture.
I get you.
So everything is in its due time. Me not gonna jump and pick a side. Because what if my side start humble? And the next side of the solution. Am I going to be a die-hearted, me just at this party, despite everything we them do?
Oh, that's true. That's true. But I realized though, alright. So, but as to what I was saying earlier about him, it's just like everything that he's saying made a lot of sense in regards to.
And
Look,
and I
you
guess it
have
come
to.
down to even the tips them
Oh
or
yeah,
videos
no.
where you see.
Oh yeah.
But man, I like I when you say in regards when it comes to
family and structure.
man, bro, even when him going depths in even talking
Bro,
about
even his religious views
bro,
are really good, if I'm being honest.
he said something and I never thought about it. Is this going to be an open house or a closed house?
Yes.
I
First,
never think
perfect,
about that.
perfect. I'm glad you mentioned that because I was watching the video. This is really, really good to
Big up
talk
Grant
about.
Stefan.
Uh,
You probably didn't know that he's one of the first one.
oh,
In do you like financial
oh,
education?
So basically, what he's saying is that depending on what kind of house that you lived in terms of an open or closed house, if you're more a closed house person, right, you're more used to like a quieter like way of living, so no one's really traffic into your
People
house.
are walking and
People not walking in and out. So like for instance, with my house, if it was up to me and me
close.
alone, the house is always closed. If my dad's not here, the house is always closed. If you're knocking on the door, I'll ignore you. Honestly,
Yeah.
because if my mom, if she was still in here, mind you, she's still alive. She's still alive. She's just not with my dad,
Big up mama.
you know. But the thing is, you have to take so many things into consideration. I've never thought that that was one of the things you needed to take into consideration. No, for real, it's never come across to my mind, bro.
Bro, because even for me, I think you think we grew up in a more closed home environment
Yeah.
till me move more in the community. Then now, bro, me have a virgin didn't come from an open house place. So this nigga will just randomly pop up. But then I sleep and wake up, this nigga looking at this nigga right there, I lay down beside him and looking at my face. I
Well,
just say, yo, brother, I want to take a party, man, bro.
yeah, like why are you beside me? Like,
Who let you in? It's 8 in the morning. Who let you in? My
yeah,
parents. Or
yeah.
even somebody tell you they just there chill and you just hear, shame, shame. It's 6 in the morning.
Yeah,
And then again,
especially if I've stayed up doing
I
some
know what
stuff.
was so funny? When I usually do my morning jogs like about 5:30 in the morning. After I'm done my morning jog at like 6, I go by me at me there. So
That makes a lot of
you
sense.
just you just
And
walk
things,
in.
honestly, bro, and they're spending time like that, and everybody's different for real. But
Yeah.
I've never considered the fact that you'll have persons who have closed and open homes, and as to why that would be a very like a big factor
Bro,
as to why both you and your partner might not
you
work
know
out as good
basically
as
when you
possible.
put those people right down, like literally, physically right out, but we want certain expectation in a partner them to
Yes.
get. Bro, I'm big on journal. Have you ever journaled?
I've never journaled before.
I
I've
did
thought about it, but I've
I did
never
for like
journaled
a
before. And how
week.
was that? Like, how did it
It
feel?
was I need to start again. It was freeing.
Mm,
You just need a bigger book. Because when you start right, bro, even if you don't like right, when you start put pen like your thoughts to paper, bro.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, all right. So wait, let me get back into it. I don't want to lose
yeah,
my
yeah,
train
yeah.
of thought.
No, run. Follow
So,
me.
so basically, his values, I'd say Charlie Kirk. I would say, and some may say, oh, he's not like just the same with any human being. They have their good and bad. I would say he's more of a good man than a bad.
Yeah.
And that's just based off what I've seen and all the things. Because him going around and debating with people, I've realized that you had a one instance where I saw that he really flared up, but for
Yeah.
the most part, he's always there to people respectful. And I've seen as to where when he's debating and winning, people resort to disrespect because I can't win, so I'm going to disrespect.
And to me, that kind of and this is the thing. People like that are the ones that resort to violence
Of course,
quicker than anything. I mean, I said just them alone. Violence, kind of
bro.
right have
People
some
in general
people,
can be
bro.
very good. It doesn't matter
Yeah,
like because right or left it's a division thing. Religious is a division thing. Religion I should say not religious. Religion is a division thing. This whole thing when it comes to even art, even when they're even
Subando.
well that too, that's an anime, but even race is a division thing because when it goes back, he even went into where it started about all race, this and that. And even when the guy was putting like the races in order, he wasn't particularly saying that this race was better than that. He was just listing them out. That's all he was doing. So with Charlie Kirk, people are saying that Ho is racist, and this man literally doesn't believe in race. He says race is a social construct, right?
Yes.
Here, give me a sec. He said race is a social construct. If he doesn't believe in race, how can a person who doesn't believe in race and just want people to come together be racist? Makes no sense. Even with this example, he said, based on the black community, which I can see as to where they do make things bad for themselves, like the most of the niggas for real, because they be going to other countries and they are out here doing a lot of bad things
They
and
currently have something that is called black
it's
party.
yeah, it's horrible. It's horrible. So let me give you the example that Charlie was talking about. He's saying that look, do not make because people are now have the opportunity to do it. So black people have a lot of opportunity to do other works, right?
Yeah.
Don't reduce the amount that you need to do to get in. You could offer scholarships, which makes a lot of sense. I don't like. I don't
We
like.
have vibes. And my name about to call it. But my best friend, brother, they are friend right now.
Yeah.
21 years old. 21-year-old. He's a I didn't call him niggas an immigrant.
Yeah.
So you see me. Him there the people in the America on a green card. He does not have credit card yet. He buys almost everything cash. For the most part, he live in a mother house, but he handle his money extremely well.
Okay.
And this is and when I say, oh, him just lucky nine months. No, him a buy things, him buy PS5, him everything he wants him buy, but he don't put it on a credit. He bought his car cash.
Mm-hmm.
He bought a house at the age of 21. The man usually work at Chick-fil-A, all of them places. And the man say, you know what? Let me try a skill work. And he became an apprentice and they're paying him $61,000. 61 plus $1,000 each year. And with him good with him and him money management skill. Cause everybody in my best friend house and the money's well. Them are do extremely well because one
That's really good.
they're not paying for them like them not pay for a lifestyle that they cannot afford. You see me? Them
Yeah.
like them humble themselves and then when they reach a part like the man over there buy babes and I like say him can't afford it. Bro, this nigga will have a whole babe sneakers for feed them type of living. But realize a lot of people put themselves in debt and then them start questioning like, oh, how me not no job opportunity. You mean there's no job opportunity and somebody fly from Jamaica, they are US and man live better than majority of people in the
Exactly.
culture.
Exactly.
He owns a property. Oh, we can't own homes, and he's living in the city of Atlanta. He's living in the Georgia area, bro. And then there's too much detail about the guy.
Yeah.
But it can be done, but it just really and truly come down to what people are prioritizing. How much people are prioritizing fun over stability?
That is true. That is extremely.
Someone,
That is true.
even me out in Jamaica, guilty of that. There are moments when we're supposed to have focus on this, save this. No, splurge all of the money on it. Never regret it. Not yet. I'm spending last month on podcast equipment. Please make it us. Please make it us.
I'm not begging. We have to. Anyways.
Alright.
So back to what I'm saying before I lose my
Yeah.
train of thought. So basically, what's happening is that he explained that if a black person is getting the least amount to pass something, it's not fair and it's not right. No, he's not
Yeah.
saying that. He's not saying that, of course, people shouldn't have opportunity because it doesn't matter what race you are. If you were to be the one that's doing less and you're getting to pass because of that,
Yeah.
then I'm not going to
We
feel
didn't talk about
comfortable.
that. We didn't talk about that
Cool.
because
Wait. Let me finish. So basically,
DJ.
yeah, man. Yeah, let me finish this so people can understand. So basically, if you're supposed to do 700 hours to pass your flight
It's
school,
actually
right?
10,000.
How much?
10,000.
10,000. Alright, cool. If you're supposed to do, but just for arguments, 700 hours
Yeah.
to pass your whole flight school thing, right? No, you're doing that, but because you're black, you get half the amount of time, which would be 350, right? 350 hours. Who would you feel more safe making flying you? Obviously, the white person. Not because the person is white, because that's the person who completed their thing. It's the same if the black man was the one who completed and the white man was the one that had the 350 hours.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter about things. And I realize a lot of cases where I'm seeing clips and same with the girl I told you that sent me the stuff on TikTok. She was saying that she sent me a clip and well it was a compilation of clips of Charlie Kirk saying some stuff and you're like if you're taking shit out of context for real, it's like the man sound like the worst piece of shit ever. Honestly. I don't think he's a bad person. Yes, he might say some things that you'll be like, oh, this is controversial or outlandish. But for the most part, I can say I've seen as to where he's saying a lot of good shit.
Because even the same thing, because me there tell us when it comes to the whole flight for this summer, because I did not know that.
Yeah.
Said then for some people, for them, I think they call them DIYs or something. Diverse, different diverse group. To me, don't listen to all. Make it more accessible.
Yeah, so scholarships would be good.
Scholarship.
You know?
Lower price if you're them type of people.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like if you want to include certain people,
Yes, so
make them do the same level of work,
they
but you just
need
make
to
it easy,
for them to go into
go,
it.
go into it. But make them do the same, put in the same hours,
And that's
the
fair.
same trainers. Because we know when you're there in the military, they're not gonna look on you and say, oh, because you're this type of person,
No.
do 10 less push up.
Oh
And
no.
then they say a woman. And then we understand say woman and man training cannot be the same.
Yeah. It's grueling.
I mean, some woman probably can.
Yeah, some women are really freaking more like some women out there are more masculine than niggas, bro, for real.
Probably even more than me.
You know
Yes,
what I'm
my
saying?
bro. But to me, brother, like as I said, when it comes to his family value, because me not like I do believe in a traditional system in which you have both parents in the home and play them part. Man go to work and the woman is home just ensure because this is the thing, it's not like oh it's a servant because everybody are playing them part. The man are both
And
and ensure to the
I
bread.
realize, as I'm glad you said that because
Yeah.
I do realize that a lot of women think that when she's being submissive to the man, it's a slave thing. It's not. It's her literally feeling secure in knowing that her man is capable of
Alright.
doing what he's supposed to
Let
do.
me tell you which one when submitting becomes wrong, when they are submit to a man that's incompetent.
That's what I'm saying. She knows that this man is capable. She knows that he can handle everything. So she is very much secure in the fact that this man is doing what he's supposed to do. Now, am I saying a woman should be submissive to a man that can't do it? No, I would never say that because that wouldn't be right. It wouldn't make sense.
To me, that I would put her in a more problem than anything.
Exactly.
Is my bro. But to me, bro, when it comes to this the whole traditional thing, I'm not lie. If you go back to a traditional sense of living, it's going to be a bit difficult and people have to go live below their means.
That is
And then,
true.
and not everybody want to live below their means. People want to live a very
Exactly. But
fancy
what
life.
I would say is that it's not a bad thing. I wouldn't say living traditional is a bad thing at all. If you're able to, you can do it. If you
Yeah.
don't want to, then you just don't do
Once you
it.
have somebody who makes sense, they know so them value
Yeah,
they value
because
family,
yeah,
they want
no, for
trust and
sure,
stay.
for
You know,
sure,
them have the income to can.
bro.
Be, I'm
If
not
I'm
lying.
being honest, I would. I'm sorry for cutting you, but
Yeah.
I would love for somebody not to. At least if I should have kids, and I do want to have kids like later on,
Yeah.
you know. But the thing is, who better to raise the kids than the parents?
Yeah.
If you come home and your wife is the one making sure that the house is homey, when you come home from work, you're stressed, you come home, everything is nice, you get your food. And look, we're not saying women should be slaves. This is
No,
not it.
because
This is not it.
at the same time, me believes that if you have a quote unquote stay at home wife, she stay home, she handle things at the house. You ensure
Yeah.
say the money there, and ensure say how the gun them fully loaded. So the boy, alright, so can't have it. But at the end of the day, bro, everybody have play for them part. But me
Yeah.
believe say if you get some time off too.
No, yeah, yeah.
Me believe that like at least one, like probably once a week, probably once a month, a week off or some shit
Yeah.
like that. In which you know either you just even though you tired and that. I really show you, bro. Everybody's a play them part of the household when
That's true.
but how much people want to live below their means? Because if we take into consideration things and how much jobs are paid, if you have to do a like if you're a normal average person and you have to do a whole traditional thing, bro, yeah, you probably have to go live below your means. And how much people want to do that?
And it's going to be very difficult if you're used to a certain way of living from money.
Yeah.
That's really just what it comes
I
down to.
mean, I think the modern way of getting things done is just the both party come together as one.
Oh yeah,
So
and
both
nothing is
income.
nothing is wrong with that either.
No, but but people find teamwork unattractive.
And and that's so
Even,
sad.
even, even as a man, like
And that is
you
so
don't want to
sad.
50-50,
Because no,
bro.
because look at this. As you said before, we can go back to that. She's home and she's playing her part.
Yeah.
It's still at some level of teamwork.
Yeah.
She's still playing her part. She's still not the one making the money that you're making, sure. Am I saying that I have
Bro,
anything
but
wrong
this
with
is
the
the thing.
woman working? No.
There is no one better than him, even in a situation like that. Because God forbid, say, she and the woman do all of them things. There. Imagine, alright, imagine now you live for your own and you have to do. As an adult, like that's your job as an adult to do. Every single thing. So despite you coming home from a stressful day at work, come home and cook, clean up a place, all of them things. You're supposed to do that as a fully functioning adult. But just having someone to just divide that task
Mhm.
can definitely be easier for both parties. Isn't it, bro? But I mean, to me, bro, me never tell somebody you are traditional. Say whatever you want in a life,
Oh yeah,
you go after that.
yeah, because it don't come like it comes back to this. Is living a traditional life in this day and age bad? or is it wrong? It's not.
Depends. I say depends on what's money.
And then again, too, like overall, I wouldn't say it's a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. But let's just put that out here. Living a traditional lifestyle isn't a bad thing.
It's
It
a
just
bad thing
comes
when you're
down
broke.
to if you have it to do it. If you're able to do it, then you can. If you don't want to live that life, it's still on you because it's your choice.
Yeah,
It's your choice.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah, it's your
Bro, but
choice.
as I said, me hearing opinions, them think there's something when it comes to a lot of things that like a Christian traditional way of taking care of a family, me 100% I got support that. Especially if you know the man can make some good money, making wife can still man ensure say your kids don't become an iPad kid because I would never raise an iPad kid.
They have to.
Yeah.
They have to have balance.
Yeah.
There have to be a balance, bro.
And really and truly, bro, I think someone said like they start using tablets as a digital pacifier. So and could just get the
Oh
treatment.
yeah, yeah, and then that's bad because now if you're not monitoring your child, what's going to happen is that they're going to end up going to things that they're not supposed to at an early stage. This is why a lot of kids even find out about pornography from early on, and then that now messes with them because it ends up rewiring them a way of thinking. No, this is not. It's like you're skipping stages in your life. You shouldn't be thinking about certain things at certain
Yeah.
ages. So that's where the problem lies for real. But on the whole topic of Charlie Kirk, though, at least from what I've been seeing. I do believe that the persons out there who are celebrating his death, they're disgusting.
Majority as I say, majority of the family based things, I agree with. The man that may hear some things, I'm like, oh, that shake. I'm also hearing things them from gun control and them thing them.
Mm-hmm.
I must say, yo, somebody fix them. US need to start with them gun
Oh yeah,
crisis.
that's exactly why I think a lot of persons can't really just raid the US because people have their guns. You know?
It's 100% why.
Yeah.
Russia said, yo, we know. Like back in the day, Russia said, yo, we know everything goes to the army. We know what tanks you have, we know what plane you have, we know where you can, how fast you can reach
We don't know
somewhere.
how many guns the persons have.
Don't know how much guns civilians have.
Yeah.
So it's definitely a saving factor.
But it is also like a downfall.
I think he said that just in regards to like the gun violence that are happening are just the consequences of the Second Amendment.
No, and look, can you even? I don't think it's even a bad thing for him to even say that. Let me show you why. If you're a law-abiding citizen, you're able to get a gun to protect yourself. Cool, but a lot of persons, even though they abide by the law, they could slip through the cracks and still do wrong
All
with
right,
it.
all right. We're gonna talk about a culture where they don't have guns. Still, and like people don't really have much ways of protecting themselves.
Yeah.
UK and them knife
Oh yeah.
crisis.
You know, I would never want to live there because of that. I'd much rather look. I would much rather get like
Because,
shot and killed than stabbed and killed.
bro, because regardless, criminals are going to be criminals.
Of course, they'll find means to hurt you.
Imagine you have ways of how black people. A man a broke in my house. In the great words of Dave Chappelle,
I'm smiling.
buckshot, buckshot, buckshot.
I'm smiling.
Birdshot, buckshot, birdshot.
Yeah, no, I'm smiling. I mean, like, yo, let me lose in Hollow Knight the night before, and I'm crashing out. It's the worst time for somebody to try to come and rob me, bro. I'm taking out that frustration on that. Yo, I'm gonna treat you like the boss that I never completed.
Me tell like maybe the people.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I'm gonna edit that out.
You're gonna have to edit that shit out. You give yourself more work, but hey.
Yeah, bro, I'm saying. But yeah, bro. So I was gonna say, yo, in regard to, I don't know him. I don't know all of his policies. I don't know all the bad
I don't
shit.
know him as a.
I've heard good. I've heard bad.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, this is my argument to this thing.
He didn't deserve to.
What do you deserve to date for them?
Their opinions or like
Their
views or
opinion.
whatever.
You
It's
see,
not
if
right.
somebody physically say,
Get
yo,
it?
man,
And a lot of persons got physical with him before, or even more aggressive with him.
I've seen it.
Yeah,
Bro, you know how many ever going to it because I've seen both, bro. I see the darkness in both sides. Both sides. Because funny enough, a lot of people are talking about the left things up for the right people to
both are corrupted.
Isn't
Like
it, bro?
quite literally, no. When it comes to I guess when it comes to government overall, it's always going to be some level of corruption in it.
Yeah. And also when it comes to opinion, I understand like freedom of speech, but you have to deal with the consequence. But
Yeah.
I don't think
It
anyone
should
should
never.
die because of an
And
bro,
freedom
he's
of
not a
speech. No,
senator.
I know, and that's the
He's
thing.
not in government.
Bro, the funny thing is, even freedom of speech, no one should be dying because of freedom of speech, regardless.
I mean, and this I think it depends because if somebody has screw hateful comments or them are screw hate at you,
Okay.
like them are
That's
call you a
understandable.
specific word.
That's understandable.
That's that falls under freedom of speech.
Yes, that's understandable. You can understand as to why.
To me, bro, this is how I view things. And I'm not saying everyone should view things as me. Words are just words. You know, man, bro, words are just words. And you deter, bro, my father teach me something very important, and I live by that. He who angers you controls you. That's facts. Man, I'm not to pull my shoes from that control me and make beat you some shit for a while.
What does it say about he who annoys you?
One, tell me about you, but when we say that this channel is going to get bad. So I'm going to keep that to myself. But
Well, this was the last. This was the last of this episode, guys. Actually, no, yeah, wait. Yeah, this is the last of this episode, guys.
yeah, but I'm saying, bro, like to me, when I feel so someone's supposed to guide with an opinion. But at the end of the day, it happened. Be careful. To me, I feel so this is definitely going to affect freedom of speech.
Fox.
Cancel culture benefit both people. But
It's sad, but the reality is it happened, and it's very unfortunate they know that these kids are fatherless. The mother is no husbandless, and this is because a man had his opinions on things, and a person didn't like his opinions and shot him.
yeah. I mean, and as we say, the sad reality is here.
I wouldn't say outright here. I feel it
I feel it. I feel it.
because I can understand.
That was gruesome.
It was.
The
No child
opinions.
supposed to go through that.
Imagine on your opinion, you see that on your father.
I saw pics of his daughter running to him when he's doing stuff, and I see how at least how loving he is towards his kids and his wife or whatever. You know.
I saw the video and I'm like, damn, imagine seeing it live in person. And that is somebody that's your father. Right now, the counseling session there, though.
Honestly, I wish if I could see the future and I was there, I would jump and push him out the way. Not to take the shot, but like kind of. No, of course not. But you take a shot from me? Nah. I know you ain't taking a shot from me either, nigga. You ain't taking a shot from me either, nigga.
For sure, for sure.
Anyways, guys, this was a wonderful episode. This is episode 12. Appreciate you guys watching. And remember, like, comment, share, subscribe. And most importantly, we also have Twitch and we have TikTok as well.
Check out Fruity over Twitch and TikTok.
And check out Jack Fruit Poppy over Twitch and TikTok as well. Guys, it was nice. You know. Okay.
Oh, wait. Without this.
Ah, yeah.